We're going to play your video right now. I just want to have you hanging on the line, and then we're going to talk about it as soon as the video's over. Cool?
All right, sounds good.
All right, so Maurice, I'm going to put you back on hold. Eric, the referee, are you ready to debut the big video of the song? Is I'm Ready, right? I'm not crazy? No, Cleveland Against the World. Oh, Cleveland Against the World, sorry.
You are crazy.
Jackie decides to show up, and she wants to be a part of the show. Operator is standing by right now. Jackie Fernandez.
Are you guys ready for this? The question is, are you ready, ready, ready?
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. I'm impressed.
Do it again.
All right, let's play the video.
Woohoo!
Why are y'all crying? Why are you crying? Why are you crying? You didn't really think you were gonna win, did you? Did you? Loser. You're a loser. Loser. You're a loser. Who can stand against the steel curtain? Who can stand against the steel curtain? Who?
You ready, ready, ready? You ready, ready, ready? You ready, ready, ready? You ready, 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 ready? Cleveland against the world. Ready, ready, ready? You ready, ready, ready?
Yeah, ready or not, cause here we go. Been working all night on the city show. Yeah, even when the city cold, we flip them all. But I bet they know my city code. That 2-1, that 2-1, that 2-1-6. We too on, we too on, we too on. Who you running with? Me, running with a pack of dogs. Run so fast, bring past the flaws. Run so fast, I'll pass the goal. Bring home the goal, put on the show. Voila, you all can't even see. Anyone step to the CLE, y'all some underlings up under things. Boy, we got a CID. Yeah. But we got a CID on some underlings up under things. But we got a CID.
You ready, ready, ready? You ready?
Get that big stuff out of here.
Now this that 2-1, that 2-1, that 2-1, that 2-1-6, that 2-1, that 2-1, that 2-1, that 2-1-6, that 2-1, that 2-1, that 2-1, that 2-1-6, that 2-1, that 2-1, that 2-1, that 2-1-6. We too on, we too on, we too on, we running with. We too on, we too on, we too on, we running with.
You ready, ready, ready?
Are you ready?
Ready, ready, ready?
Not Atlanta, not New York, not Pittsburgh.
Cleveland against the world. Ready, ready, ready? You ready, ready, ready?
Not Detroit,
Ready,
not Chicago, not LA. It's us.
against the world. Ready, ready, ready?
I said it's us.
Ready, ready, ready?
Now them cold winters raise me. The moment never faze me. Whenever my opponent get up on it, I disgrace it. Ever try to face me, block your path safely, then escort you safely. Next year, maybe, maybe not. Then we hot. Yeah, you know that number marker spot. That 2-1, that 2-1, that 2-1, that 2-1-6. We too on, we too on, we too on. Who you running with? We too on, we too on, we too on. Who you running with? Me, running with a pack of dogs. Run so fast, bring past the flaws. Run so fast, I'll pass the goal. Bring home the goal, put on the show. Voila, you all can't even see. Anyone step to the CLE, y'all some underlings up under things. Well, we got a CID. Well, we got a CID, y'all some underlings up under things. Well, we got a CID.
Ready, ready, ready? You ready, ready, ready? You ready, 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 ready?
All right.
That's a good one.
Hey, Eric, nice job. Go back to your mic for a second. Where'd this come from? Where'd you come from? Operator standing by. Hang on a second. Let's go back to Maurice. Hey, Maurice, how are you?
Hey guys, what's up?
Dude, that was awesome. What
That
a
was
great
nice.
video. Nice job.
Yeah, you know that was weeks of recording and getting people out and stuff, and we really appreciate you guys and all of your help with making it happen.
Oh, are you kidding? Well, we love the song, and we love the way the show opens every week. We appreciate you letting us use the song. How long did it take to shoot that video?
That was actually 4 different video shoots. And then when you're watching, there's a couple people who were able to send in cell phone videos as well. So it was pretty extensive, way more than I've ever done for a video.
Okay.
It was impressive.
Yeah, it
Who
was.
shot it for you? Who was the production company?
The director on that is Jody Eric Matthews. He's actually won a bunch of awards. He has an Emmy. Originally from Cleveland, was out in L.A. Now he's back in Cleveland. And, it was really an honor to get a chance to work with him for the video.
He did a really, really nice job. I mean, the quality of the video is outstanding. I'm just watching this thing going, man, this is really, really well done, and it looks professional. Who's the Steelers fan? Who's that guy?
His name is Michael May. He's actually a Browns fan, so he was not very happy to be in the video playing a Steelers guy. But sometimes you got to make sacrifices.
I know Michael. I played basketball with him. Went to Heights.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, we went to junior high. We played high school. We played junior high school basketball. I was looking at him, going, I know this guy together. We played at Monticello together. Mike May, man, he could play some ball too when we were kids growing up. I don't know if you talked to him.
Yeah,
Please
he's
tell
a
him I
good
said
guy,
hi.
extremely talented.
And who?
Oh, I just said he was extremely talented. I didn't hear what you just said. Sorry.
Oh, no, that's okay. Yeah, no, I went to school with him. I realized that I'm looking at this guy and I'm going, he looks familiar. He looks really familiar. How about everybody else? How hard was it to get Captain Cleveland and all those other guys in?
Well, actually, the Captain Cleveland footage came from you guys. It's actually from the opening of Dogs on the Run.
Oh, that's cool.
So what actually happened was we planned a shoot out at the Muni lot, and we had Pumpkinhead and Captain Cleveland and all those guys coming out, and we ended up getting rained out. So we had to do a little bit of finagling to get some of that footage.
No problem. I'm glad we were able to intertwine all that stuff. That's awesome. All right, so who's the big Browns guy then that's going up against Mike May?
That's Jimmy Williams.
That's a
He
buddy.
actually was in a movie last year with Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, that guy be out in the Solon a lot.
Man, he is a big dude.
He worked out a little bit for the shoot, and you can tell.
Yeah, well, me and his son played basketball against each other.
All right, so Maurice, first of all, tell me about what's going on with your career, and then I'm sure we'll put a link to this. I'm going to tweet this out again today, and then it was cool that Austin was in it too. But tell me what's going on with your career, and if we want more music from you, what do we need to do?
Absolutely. So I really just began my solo career as just Maurice. I've been with Winslow for the last 9 years or so. So if people want to look up me, look up some of my music, they can go to IamMaurice.net. We'll have the music video up there today. We might do a couple free downloads later today or tomorrow, so people look out for that as well.
Maurice, hey, we appreciate the song, and we're glad we're partners on this Dogs on the Run thing together with you. So thanks,
you.
Maurice.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for having me as a part of it, and go Browns.
All right, go Browns. Thank you, Maurice. All right, that was awesome. Hey, Eric,
Go
of all the
Browns.
things you've done, that was pretty good. That might be the best thing you've ever done on the show.
Thank you. Yeah, he worked really hard on that, and I was glad that we were able to use it as our theme song. And he actually made that video and the song just for us. We've been kind of working this out for a
That's
year.
a blessing, man.
That's
and,
awesome.
I mean, it's good. It's good to have friends that he's good in the music business, and he loves the Browns, and he loves Cleveland. So it's glad it all worked out.
So that Steelers guy was a forward on our basketball team at Monticello. I was a 7th grader on that 9th grade team.
You were the star on that team, though, right?
Yeah, I was the bench guy, man. Are you kidding? I was 6 man. They called me rebounder because there was no way I was going to shoot. There was no way I was shooting on that team.
Hold on, you mean to tell me I thought white guys shoot?
I don't shoot. I rebound, man. That's all I do. You got a booty out. That's all there is to it. If you box out, you're good.
Oh man, come on, Dennis Rodman.
That's all I could do. I was Dennis Rodman. I was shaking in my knees. Shaking in my knees.
Jackie,
How about me
what
playing?
do you think about that, Jackie?
All right, we'll bring in Jackie. I want to talk to Howie, though, because he's sitting down, too, and I got everything else. Let's bring in Jackie for 2 seconds because she has a very, very busy schedule. Jackie, did you watch the game?
Yes, I mostly wanted to come here to talk to you guys about the music video.
Oh, well, let me talk to you about 2 things. One, how many microphones do you need at one time?
I don't know. I thought I was told to wear this. Do I need to wear this?
No. But I would like to order some magazines.
Okay, what do you need?
You've never seen that? Time Life operators are standing by. Kenny, I can't, Pierre just looked at me like I was crazy when I just said operators are standing by. All
We
right,
do have
Jackie-
operators standing by because you know why? We have a holiday phone bank. It's an on-your-side
Okay.
holiday phone bank. And Andy, today
Yes.
is your day. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your tie to cystic fibrosis?
Oh, well, look at this. All right, thank you. I appreciate it. And that's
We're
very
doing
nice
it
of you.
until 9 a.m. We would really love to take your donations.
Interesting that you would have Zajurna Silgauskas because Z's a good friend of the foundation as well, and he's got friends that have cystic fibrosis and have lost some folks with cystic fibrosis. So right there, that's Nate Cross from the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation here in Northeast Ohio. We are doing your On Your Side holiday drive. As I said at the top of the show, I lost my brother 10 years ago to cystic fibrosis. We do an annual golf outing at Firestone every year. We've raised over $2 million in the last 10 years towards research, towards finding a cure for cystic fibrosis. We've had some great runs where we've made some great strides, and Great Strides is actually one of the names of the events we do, a walking event every year, but great strides towards we're trying to find a cure for cystic fibrosis, but in the meantime, we're finding drugs that are suppressing all the problems with CF. And you might say, well, what is CF? It's a lung deficiency, it's a pancreatic deficiency, it's, we had a little girl I did a story on last night, and if you're trying to figure out what it's like to live your life as a cystic fibrosis patient, take a straw, not a bendy straw, a regular straw, bend it in half, and then take full breaths through that straw. Every breath for a cystic fibrosis patient is like that. It's the #1 genetic killer of young adults and kids in the United States. But if you go back and look at the research we've done, and this is like where all this money comes back into play, 800-658-5370, 800-658-5370 is the number you can call in here at the station if you want to, or, go to our mobile app. When my brother was born in 1957, they thought he had pneumonia. And they thought all these kids had pneumonia and they couldn't diagnose us. Now they can pretty much diagnose prenatal if you have CF, which is amazing when you think about all the things we've gone through. If you were born in the 30s or 40s with CF, you were done. You were lucky if you made it 6 months. By the time the 50s rolled around, early 50s, if you made it to 1 or 2, something like that, then it was kindergarten. And then as my brother got older, we started finding more and more things that were helping cystic fibrosis patients. I mean, you're talking about taking 40 or 50 pills a day. You're breaking down enzymes. Your lungs don't clean right. I mean, really, that's what it's all about. It's like being congested for a normal person times 10 and still trying to get it out. Hey, that's awesome, Kenny. What was that?
Girlfriend's doing a project on this at school, studying to be a nurse and everything.
Awesome.
And one of her projects in the class, she had to pick a topic and do some research on it. And it just so happens, I had no idea we were going to be talking about this today, that she did it on cystic fibrosis. So there it is. Obviously, as much money as we can raise for this, in reading some of these notes on here that she put on here, it's for a great cause. And if memory serves me correct, isn't this what Boomer Esiason's kid had too?
Yeah, Gunnar has it too, yeah.
Yeah, so, there it is. So, and I think according to one of the notes on here, if you're born with cystic fibrosis, the average lifespan is between 30 and 37 years old, so we need to raise some money to increase that.
So here's where we are. Right now, it's 37 is the average life expectancy. My brother made it to 45.
Wow.
And so now, again, when he was born, he would have been lucky to make it to kindergarten and then maybe make it to junior high school.
Right.
I mean, he made it to 37 or 47, and what's weird is you have somebody come up to you and you say, oh, you lost your brother, and this was 10 years ago, and you're like, oh my God, how old was he? And I was like, well, he's 47. And they're like, oh my God, what happened? I go, he had cystic fibrosis. And then their eyes light up because they're like, wow, I can't believe he made it to 47. Yeah. Well, now they found a new drug called Kalydeco, which is like a game changer for cystic fibrosis patients, but it only affects 5% of the folks out there that have cystic fibrosis. So like within the last 2 years, they've taken this drug called Kalydeco and other drugs and mixed them together. And now we're talking about being able to, live a life that can take you through to geriatric care. Wow. Now that we found all these other drugs that can probably help up to 60% of the patients there. There is no cure for cystic fibrosis, but the medicines and the things that we've been doing to fund research to get this thing done, keep going. It keeps hope alive for so many families with these kids. See, after that, it was a death sentence that you used to hear you had cystic fibrosis. Now we're talking about geriatric. I almost cried the first time I was at a lecture when I heard about the fact that we're talking about geriatric care for cystic fibrosis patients, which was my brother's dream. I mean, my brother knew he had CF. He knew it was going to take him down at some point, had a double lung transplant, and we spent 6 months in the hospital, and unfortunately didn't make it. But, I had so many talks with him, and we talked about, what's important and what's not important, and, beyond sports and all those things. And, one of the things he always said to me, please, let's try to find a cure for this. If it's not going to happen in my lifetime, can you try to make it happen in your lifetime? And there's a book out there called Cystic Fibrosis in the 20th Century, written by Carl Dorschek, who's a doctor here in Cleveland. And one of the chapters in there my brother wrote, it's called A Patient's Perspective. And it was like a guideline to his afterlife, but we didn't realize it at the time when he wrote it.
Like the impact that it would have.
Yeah, it was a message, and it was a message to, how to treat your kids, and CF is one of those weird things where, in some ways like sickle cell. Like if you see somebody with sickle cell, you don't know they have sickle cell.
Well, my cousin had sickle cell. He died from it.
Yeah.
Going through a transplant on the table. He passed away from it. Yeah.
Yeah, but would you have known that he had sickle cell?
No, you really don't know. I mean, until like you see them, and then you ask what's going on, and they got to go and get the blood transfusion and stuff like that when they got to the hospital.
And so
it's kind of weird,
And so maybe next time. Here's what I want to do. Let's get rid of sickle cell. Let's get rid of cystic fibrosis. These are all money research things. That's the other thing too. And I'll leave you with this last point on CF. One of the things that my brother and I had always talked about was, what is cystic fibrosis and why do we still have it? And I've talked to a bunch of doctors and I've talked to some research people. It's about money. We're down to money on this thing. It's about money and research. And the weird thing is, Nate, how many people have CF in the United States alone? 30,000 people have it in the United States, okay? If more people had cystic fibrosis, and by the way, there's Nate standing over there. He'll answer the phone if you dial 1-800-658-5370. If more people had cystic fibrosis, we wouldn't have cystic fibrosis at all, because the drug companies would then start pouring money into research
into it, yeah.
and pouring. I mean, it
Great point.
drives me nuts. Drives me crazy. Go ahead, Jim.